talking about ways that the author thinks of wild.
Okay. And when the author's thoughts about wild, how are they similar to what you all said about wild?
The author thought that nature also took over abandoned places, just like I said.
Oh, okay. Lincoln?
Well, in the pictures you saw a jungle, and you saw other wild places, and it also talks about animals by the ways they move.
Okay.
You also in this picture see the ocean. Boats.
Okay. So lots of similarities to what you all have said so far.
Wild is forest fire hot and ice cold. It's as smooth as the petals of poppies and as rough as the fierce face of a mountain. Watch out! Wild can hurt, itch, burn, ouch, sting. But wild can also soothe, gentle breeze, cheering sun, soft rain. Wild keeps many secrets waiting to be discovered, like its candy, honey from bees and sap from trees, swift melting snowflakes and juice bursting blackberries. Wild roars and barks and hisses and brays. It storm thunders and wind whispers. Wild sings. Sometimes wild is buried too deep, and it seems like the whole world is clean and paved, ordered and tidy.
What does she mean by the wild is buried too deep? Or what do you think she means? The wild is buried too deep. Lincoln?
You can't find any wild anywhere near you.
Okay. So when have you all, go ahead Mabel.
When we're kind of in a big city, there's barely any wild around because it's buried underneath of the city stuff.
Okay. All right, let's see what.
You look, and all you can see are streets and cars and buildings so high they hide the sky. And then, just when you're about to give up, there. And there it is again. Old and worn, still standing strong. Wild. The end.
Okay, so what are some things you noticed about that? Or what do you think was the point of that book? Like, why did the author write that book? Think first. Why do you think the author wrote that book? Cash?
To teach people about wild.
Okay. Mabel?
If people don't understand what wild is, they can learn from this book like this.
Okay. Lincoln?
Towards the end, it told you that you can find wild anywhere, even where it looks like there's nothing.
Okay. So we live in a neighborhood, and a lot of times people don't think of as neighborhoods as being wild. And so what we're going to do is we are going to do some exploration of our neighborhood to look for wild in our neighborhood, or at least in our yard. But before we get to that, when we think about our wild continuum that we had up here, let me put it back down. Sorry, got rid of it prematurely. Where would you put humans? Think first. Where would you put humans on that line? Cash, what do you think?
Wild.
Okay, why?
Because they're not controlled. Like pets in houses can be.
Okay, Lincoln?
In the middle.
Why?
Because when humans are younger, they have more imagination. They like to run around a lot more and everything. But then eventually they get older and more mature, and they like stop being so wild
Interesting.
and start being more controlled.
Okay, Mabel?
I feel wild because humans are mammals. They related to apes.
Okay,
We're technically animals. We should be in the wild.
okay.
We aren't.
So now let's think, okay, so like humans, like there's this kind of argument that maybe humans aren't totally wild. There's something different about them. How do you think humans affect the wildness of other things? Think first. How do you think humans affect the wildness of other things? Mabel.
I think they affect the wild animals and things by using cars. Cars make pollution, and pollution causes problems with nature.
Okay, so I would agree that humans can definitely cause problems, but how do you think humans affect how wild other organisms are? Anything?
They control wild. They make it so that it's only in like certain areas
Okay.
where the wild is preserved.
Okay, Mabel?
They sometimes kill the wild.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
They shoot it. If they kill it, soon it will become extinct.
Okay. How else do you think humans make things less wild and more controlled? Again?
Cut down trees
Okay.
just so they could build a new house that nobody really needs.
Okay. What about zoos? Cash?
They sometimes actually take in animals that are hurt to make sure they get better, and then I think they probably let them go when they're better.
Okay. Mabel?
I think that the zoos are doing something wrong by taking animals away from their herds or packs
Okay.
or families.
Lincoln?
It depends on the type. It depends on how the zoo runs. There are some zoos that beat their animals, hurt them, so they'll do tricks.
So in some ways, the zoos could make animals more controlled. How do you think zoos maybe help maintain wild?
To help them and make them healthy if they're like sick.
Okay. Mabel?
By giving animals food if they lost, or if they